Hello, guys. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm so excited because we're making Nigerian shawarma. There's so many different types of shawarma, but we're making the Nigerian type. And if you haven't made it before, stay tuned. Hey, if you have not subscribed to my channel, come on, join the cool team. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So let's get started. So all of these spices are what I use to season my chicken. And let me put it out there. If you already have a chicken, that means you're ready for part 2 of this video. Just quickly go over to part 2 so you don't have to waste your time. But all these spices I use to season my chicken. And again, for this recipe, you only need 1 chicken thigh for 1 serving of this recipe. But I'm making a whole bunch because I'm not making just one shawarma. So I have my chicken thighs, not breast, chicken thigh, unless you like breast, hey, but chicken thighs it is. And I'm just graciously seasoning my chicken thighs with all of those ingredients, spices that I have shown you earlier. And I have the measurements listed in the description box in case you need it. But if you want to eyeball it, you can go ahead and eyeball it. So this is a method I use to get the back of my chicken seasoned as well, because I'm just lazy and I try to make these recipes as quick as possible. So, and there's something about mixing the chicken in a bowl. I don't know, maybe I'm a germaphobe, I don't know, I don't like it, but most of the time I use this method. So once I season my chicken, I just use the back of the chicken to dab on the front part to get like the excess seasoning, and it works just perfect. Each time my chicken turned out the bomb. Like, it tastes so delicious. So try it out. Let me know. So I just like doing it this way. So as you can see, everything looks good. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 375, and we're baking for 55 minutes. But I have to say, if you're baking with a shallow pan or a deep pan, that affects the baking time. So make sure that you check your chicken from time to time. So that's the result after 55 minutes. You can see I have a baking sheet, not a pan. So it looks gorgeous and it tastes gorgeous. So, and I use this recipe when I'm making like salad or anything. Just, this is my go-to recipe for chicken. So what I do, I'm not a cutting board and knife type of person. I love my scissors. That's all I use all the time to cut this chicken. I just find it easier to cut the chicken into strips for our shawarma. So just get that cut, and we will move over to part 2 of this video. So this is the actual shawarma part, mixing everything together. So what we need for this part is just cabbage. We need tomato ketchup. We need Chipotle Ranch, not Chipotle mayo. Maybe it tastes good with that, but for right now, we need Chipotle Ranch. So that's what I use, and I always use the Aldi version. It tastes good. I love it. And we need spring onion and a carrot. And we need the pita bread. Hey, for this recipe, I'm using a small pita bread, like a small pita bread. So you can buy a big one to actually make a burrito out of it. So, but our girl is watching her calories, so we only need this little one, and it's just like 120 calories. So that's what I have. So get a pita bread, so carefully cut it into half, and that's what we get. And you're going to watch me cut the cabbage and the carrot. If you're a chopping board type person, go ahead and do so. But I have a grater, so I just grate it. It was quick and easy. And this is also good for people who are making, coleslaw. But yeah, so I went ahead and also grated my carrot. That's the result. It looks good. I kind of made like a really fine one, not a really fine, like a fine part, and then I made to the right, I kind of made it coarse a little bit. Here's my Chipotle Ranch, and here's my ketchup. Mix it together. Again, the measurement are listed. They're listed in the description box. So mix everything together. All we do at this point is combine this whole thing, put it into the sauce so that everything will be the sauce will be rightly incorporated into the chicken, into the veggies. Now I've seen a lot of people make it differently where they just kind of drizzle the sauce. I feel like the method that I'm using right now ensures that the sauce is evenly distributed. Like every part of the chicken has it, as opposed to you eating the burrito and then you bite a blob of sauce. So, but that's really it. Go ahead and transfer that and get your veggies. And I love spring onions when I'm making sandwiches and wraps. It just brings its own unique flavor to the meal without even trying. So I love me some spring onions. I use it all the time. So here I just mixed everything together, and I left a little bit of the veggies that I cut. So you're gonna see it. Left just a little bit out because I kind of wanted to have a little crunchy experience. So that's the part that I left out, just a little bit. Yeah, once you're done mixing, again, this is my really tiny pita bread, so be careful. And I loaded it because I don't like eating, like, when I'm eating any type of wrap or a sandwich, I want to make sure that the contents is very full, okay? So this is what I have. And all I'm doing here is just trying to fold it. Again, because my pita bread is little, which is very intentional because it's low in calories, okay? It's very low in calories. So I just want it to somewhat close. But if you have a bigger one, you should be able to, like, how burritos, you close the edges. So I almost forgot to include that part that was not mixed with the sauce. So this is what I did. I just sprinkled it on top. And if you're worried that this mixture is a little too saucy, it's not, because, mind you, this is bread, so you need to have it somewhat moist. So it's perfect. If you follow the amount that I listed in the description, you should be fine. So I just have it rolled, and I rolled it again in the other half, and yep. It's already breaking on me here. I don't work at Chipotle or Qdoba, so bear with me as long as you get it somewhat in there. So just transfer that to your cast iron or any type of skillet you have. I love cast iron. So what this does, it just seals that, like the wrap, it seals it. So you can, once I was done with the other side, I flipped it. I flipped the other side just to make sure everything is nice and sealed. So this is what I was talking about. So he just seals it. So I was being gentle because I have a small wrap, so I didn't want to spill all my contents. So this is really perfect. Yeah, that's my little setup. There's a little setup. Try to make it look gorgeous. That's it when I cut it in half. Let me tell you something. It tastes like, if you've ever eaten Nigerian shawarma, I think this beat it. And I'm just bragging because that is the truth. Hey, I'm going to see you soon in my next video. Bye-bye.